Hello everyone, myself Chef Vikas Sharma from School of Hospitality and Tourism. The course name is Foundation Course in Food Production 1. The course code is BSCH 1001, Unit 1, Introduction to Cookery and Origin of Modern Cookery. And the topic name is Safety Procedure in Handling the Kitchen Equipments. After going through this topic, you will be able to understand different types of kitchen equipments and various safety operating procedures for those equipments. Let us continue the session and understand the basics of the handling of kitchen equipments. The modern cooking and the food processing equipments has an extraordinary capacity to burn, cut, smash, mangle and amputate parts of the tender human body. It is important to understand the proper safety and operating procedures for operating the kitchen equipments. There are various points to be kept in mind while handling the kitchen equipments, such as do not use any equipment unless you understand its operation. Use all the guards and safety devices on equipment. Set slicing machine at 0 blade closed when not in use. Don't touch or remove food from any kind of equipment while it is running, not even with a spoon or spatula. Unplug electric equipment before disassembling or cleaning. Make sure the switch is off before plugging in equipment. Do not touch or handle the electric equipment, including switches, if your hands are wet or if you are standing in water. Wear properly fitting clothing and tuck in apron strings to avoid getting them caught in machinery. Use equipment only for the purpose intended. Stack pots and other equipments properly on pot racks so that they are stable and not likely to fall. Range tops. The range scale is still the most important piece of cooking equipment in the kitchen, even though many of its functions have taken over by other tools such as steamers, steam kettles, tilting skillet and ovens. Now there are certain do's and don'ts when you are handling the range tops, such as make sure gas pilot are lit before turning on burners. If burners do not light, turn off gas and allow the gas to ventilate before trying again to light pilots or burners. Adjust air intake so gas flames are blue with a white tip for maximum heat. Do not keep flat top ranges on high heat unless items are being cooked over them. Damage to tops could result. Ovens. The ovens are the range top, are important part of traditional kitchen. Ovens are enclosed spaces in which food is heated, usually by hot air, or in some newer kinds of ovens by microwaves or infrared radiations. Conventional ovens. The conventional ovens operate simply by heating air in an enclosed space. The most common ovens are part of the range unit, although separate oven units or oven as a part of a broiler unit are also available. Stack ovens are the units that consist of individual shelves or decks arranged one above the other. As you can see in this picture, there are 3 decks. So this is a 3-deck oven. Pans are placed directly on the oven deck rather than on the wire shelves. The temperatures are adjustable for each desk. Various do's and don'ts which you have to take care of when you are working with the oven are: preheat oven thoroughly but no longer than necessary to avoid excess energy use. To avoid high energy loss and interruption of cooking, do not open the door more often than necessary. The space items well to allow for heat circulation. Be sure the pilot light is on before turning the gas ovens. Convection oven. Convection oven contains fan that circulate the air and distribute the heat rapidly throughout the interior. Because of the forced air, food cooks more quickly at the lower temperature. Also, the shelves can be placed close together than in a conventional oven without blocking the heat flow. The do's and don'ts. For most of the products, set the temperature 25 degree Fahrenheit to 50 degree Fahrenheit, lower than you would a conventional oven. Check manufacturer's recommendation. Watch cooking time closely. The forced heat cooks food more quickly and tends to dry out some food excessively if they are overcooked. Roast shrink more than they do in the conventional oven. Many convection oven models should not be operated with the blower switch off, as the motor may burn out. The forced air of a convection oven may deform soft item. Cake batters, for example, develop ripples. Check manufacturer's recommendations. Broiler and salamander. Broilers are sometimes called overhead broilers to avoid confusing them with grills. Overhead broilers generate heat from above and food items are placed on a grate beneath the heat source. The broiling is a favorite way of preparing steaks, chops, chicken, many other items. Heavy duty broilers produce very high heat and consume vast quantities of energy. Food must be watched closely to avoid burning. Cooking temperature is adjusted by raising or lowering the grate that holds the food. Salamander. Now salamander are small broilers. They are used primarily for browning or glazing the tops of the food items. They may also be used for broiling small quantities during off-peak hours. Salamanders are usually mounted above the range. Grills. Grills are used for the same cooking operations as broilers, except the heat source is below the grid that holds the food rather than above it. Many people like grilled foods because of their charcoal taste, which is created by smoke from the meat fats that drip into the heat source. Although smoke from meat fats create the taste people associate with grilled food, actual food smoke flavors such as hickory or mesquite can be added to foods if those woods are burned in the grill under the food. In order to do this, you must use a grill designed to burn such fuels. Types. Many grills models are in use. The major difference in operation among them are due to the difference in heat source, such as gas, electricity or charcoal. To operate, set areas of the grill to different temperature and place foods in the area with the appropriate cooking temperature. Keep grills clean as the high temperature can easily start grease fires. Deep fat fryers. Deep fat fryer has only one use, to cook food in the hot fat. Following are various types of deep fat fryers. Standard deep fat fryers are powered by either gas or electricity and have a thermostatic control that maintain fat at the preset temperatures. Automatic fryers remove food from the fat automatically after a preset time. Pressure fryers are covered fry kettles that fry foods under pressure. Food cook faster even at the low fat temperature. Now do's and don'ts which you have to follow when you are using the deep fat fryer. When filling the kettles with solid fats, set the thermostat at 250 degree Fahrenheit or 120 degree Celsius until the fat has melted enough to cover the heating elements. Keep kettles filled to the fill line. Make sure the drain valve is shut before adding fat to the empty kettle. Check the accuracy of the thermostat regularly by reading the fat temperature with a thermometer. Hot food holding equipments. The various forms of equipments are used to keep the food hot for service. This equipment is designed to hold food above 135 degree Fahrenheit or 57 degrees Celsius. In order to prevent the growth of bacteria that can cause diseases because food continues to cook at these temperatures, it should be held for as short a time as possible. Steam tables. Standard size counter pans or hotel pans are used as insert to hold the foods. Flat or domed cover may be used to cover the foods. Check water level in the steam table periodically to make sure they don't go dry. Electrically heated counters that operate dry without steam are also available. Bain-marie. A bain-marie is a hot water bath. Containers of a food are set on a rack in a shallow container of water which is heated by electricity, gas or steam. The bain-marie is used more in the production area while the steam table is used in the service area. Overhead infrared lamps are used in service area to keep the plated food warm before it is picked up by the service staff. They are also used for keeping large roast worms food dry out quickly under the holding lamps. This is a disadvantage for almost all the food except French fries and other deep fried food which lose their crispiness if they are kept moist. Cold food storage equipments. The quality of the food you serve depends to a great degree on refrigeration equipments. By keeping food cold, usually below 41 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius, the refrigerator guards against spoilage and bacterial growth. Freezers are used to hold food for a longer time or to store food purchased in a frozen form. There are so many sizes, models and designs of refrigeration equipment that it would be futile to try to describe them all here. To enable refrigerators and freezers to work at the top efficiency, observe the following rules. Slicer. The slicer is a valuable machine because it slices food more evenly and uniformly than can be done by hand. Thus, it is valuable for portion control and for reducing cutting loss. Type. Most modern slicers have blades at an angle. Slice fall away from these blades with less breaking and folding than from the vertical blades. With manual machines, the operator must move the carriage bag and fork to slice the food. Automatic machine move the carriage with an electrical motor. Do's and don'ts. Be sure the machine is properly assembled before using. Always use the end weight to process the food against the blade. This protects the hand from serious cuts and provide a more even pressure on the food, resulting in more uniform slices. Set the thickness control knob at 0 when the machine is not in use or is being cleaned. Always unplug the machine before dismantling and cleaning. Keep the blade sharp with the sharpening stones provided with the slicer. Mixers. Vertical mixers are important and versatile tools for any kind of food mixing and processing jobs, both in bake shop and in the kitchen. Aggregator attachments. There are 3 main mixing attachments plus some specialized one. The paddle is a flat blade using for general mixing. The wire whip is used for such tasks as beating cream and eggs and making mayonnaise. The dough arms used for mixing and kneading yeast dough. Do's and don'ts. Make sure the bowl and the mixing attachment are firmly in place before turning on the machine. Make sure you are using the right size attachment for the bowl. Using a 40-quarter paddle with the 30-quarter paddle bowl, for example, could cause serious damage. Turn off the machine before scraping down the bowl or inserting a spoon scraper or hand into the bowl. Mixer motors are powerful and can cause serious injury. Turn off the machine before changing the speed. These are certain sample questions which arises after reading this session. List down the name of various heavy kitchen equipments used in the modern kitchen. Define bain-marie. Define salamander. Explain the functioning of convection oven. Explain the points of do's and don'ts to be considered while using mixer. Explain the points of do's and don'ts to be considered while using slicer. Briefly explain various hot food handling equipments. Briefly explain various cold food handling equipments. List down various points to be considered while handling kitchen equipments. I hope that this session was fruitful to you and you have gathered the enough information regarding the safe handling procedure for the kitchen equipments. Looking forward to see you again in the next session. By that time, thank you all of you for hearing me.